I'm Reina and I'm filling in for Meg Turney, who likes anime.
I'm William Haynes, and I should have thought about this before.
Welcome back to SourceFedNerd. You're watching Anime Club, where we review the first couple episodes of a series and give you kind of a first impression type of thing. This week we watched Nagi-Asu, or A Lull in the Sea would be their American interpreted title. Did you like it?
You know, when I first saw it, I was like, oh no, this is gonna be horrible to watch. I was like, this is gonna be terrible. But I liked it.
What made you think it was gonna be terrible? Because it's underwater?
I was like, there's not gonna be any shuriken throwing. There's no blood.
Right, okay.
There's no swords. No one's gonna get stabbed. I mean, I don't know, they could switch the game up, but no one's got stabbed.
You don't know. You don't know yet. Someone might get stabbed. It is kind of a hard story to get into because it's extremely character driven. I'm assuming you wanted to see like a action anime, right? Because shuriken throwing and stabbing and stuff.
I wanted some stabbing.
Yeah.
I wanted a little bit of death. And, you know, I wanted to become attached to a character and then they die, just like everything else. Or they get close to dying, you know? But these kids, they just run around and cry.
They cry a lot,
But I liked it. There's something about crying that makes me want to turn it off, especially in this one, because they don't cry, they scream. They scream.
That's Kana Hanazawa for you, who plays Monica, by the way. Again, Kana Hanazawa. She's everywhere.
I will probably watch it again.
Yeah? You'll watch it through? That means you liked it!
Because they end each episode on a cliffhanger. They're like, oh, but then this kid gets lost. And I'm like, well, gotta find out where they at.
Right. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the plot. Basically, in this universe, all humans originated from the ocean, and through curiosity, they ascended to the surface, and now there's a huge divide between surface people and sea people. They could have delved into so much about the universe because it's so creative and interesting, but they glossed right over that and just went into the characters.
Like you were saying earlier, I didn't notice, like they start off, they're like underwater cooking, and then like they're like watching TV.
They can pick up phones, they call each other underwater. How does that work?
They have phones, and I'm like, what if they have a toaster? Like, don't you die?
Oh yeah, oh that's what you meant, okay.
Don't you die? If you have a toaster, don't you die?
In the water.
In the water, yeah.
Yeah, but like why do they have electricity underwater?
And they didn't have a cell phone underwater. They had a regular landline telephone.
Right.
They put landlines underwater.
There are 5 main characters in this series. One is the land boy, whose name is Tsumugu. I think he's super sexy, which is really creepy because they're in middle school, sorry.
Why? Why do they always do that? Like,
I don't know, they're super
what is
hot.
It? They make the hot character. This boy has said no words. He's like, are you okay?
I like that.
Good afternoon. And you're like, oh.
Yeah, that's
He has
me.
no personality.
Nosebleed. I know.
He said 0 things.
I think that's what it is. His character is so handsome that he doesn't need to say words. I'm getting so creepy. Let's not talk about that anymore.
That's my issue. I talk too much. I need to show up. Hello.
Oh my god, so hot.
See what that does?
But
I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm William Haynes. You like Naruto? I like it too. And then I don't want it.
Their 4 other characters are Monica, Tsumugu, Kaname, and Hikari. Hikari and Monica are arguably the more central characters. Like I said earlier, the story is very character-based. They gloss over plots, they gloss over the logic of the physics and the story and the history, obviously, because they make no sense. The love triangle, or the love heptagon that occurs is absolutely intense.
Yeah.
It's also extremely creepy after the 13th episode, which is madness, and we can't talk about that because I can't spoil it for some people.
I haven't seen it yet. It's weird, yeah, you can't really call it a love triangle because it's more like a cute angle. Because that person likes that person, and that person has no personality. Doesn't care about anything.
No, he cares about the sea. He loves all things that are sea related. The exact opposite of who I am. I hate the ocean. I hate sea creatures. I hate stuff like that. They scare me. They also, the sea kids, have this special thing that surrounds their body called Enna.
I thought it was Ina.
Close enough. This Enna surrounds their entirety of their skin and it helps them to breathe underwater. That's how they explained away the physics of being able to live underwater, or how people originated underwater.
Yeah.
You'll find out in future episodes that the main rift between the sea people and the land people is that once you go up into the surface and you procreate with a land person, your child does not have Enna on it, so it can't ever go back into the ocean. So you're basically, you're dirty and you are banished, because ew.
Surface people, so the whole thing, like we were saying, is kind of a metaphor for racism. If you took out like some of the words they were using, like surface people, and said like, I don't know, any type of race, it would be horrible. They're saying some very mean things.
Your appreciation for this anime really is based on how invested you are in each of the characters. And unfortunately, if you find them a little bit annoying, it's kind of hard to watch because it truly does revolve around their decisions, their choices, there's so many feels, honestly. It's just a tragic tapestry of hormones.
I said that I like the show, but when I'm thinking about it, I think the reason I like it is because it always ends on a cliffhanger. Like, you would get into anything if at the end they're like, but then I got a gun.
And that's all we have for you for Nagi today. Next week we will be watching Blue Exorcist, courtesy of all those comments out there. Looks like you guys really want it. Also, Meg did a review on Attack on Titan on her own personal channel. Be sure to check that out right over here.
What?
Attack on Titan! Here and here and here and here.
Oh goodness.
If you want to check out Blue Exorcist, hop on over to crunchyroll.com/SFNerd to get that free premium membership trial. Film yourself telling us what you thought of it, upload it onto YouTube with the hashtag SFNBlue, and come check us out again next week on Anime Club Like These Cool Cats.
So I knew it was from PA Works, which is just as well known as KyoAni for having beautiful animation, and this does not let us down at all. So it brings up a lot of issues of different cultures and assimilation and all the different sort of racial issues that we're facing in the real world.
Every part of the animation was just beautiful and perfect and everything I would expect from PA. It is just, I love it so far. It's really good.
I loved this anime from the first minute because I noticed there was like fish swimming in the living room and I'm like, that's weird, but cool. Monica was cursed by Uruko-sama. Uroku. Some of these names are really hard to say. And her knee turned into a fish, and the fish kind of makes like fart sounds. These girls from the land were like interested in Monica's Ina. Then her fish like farted. They all thought she farted. And she just runs away embarrassed and almost dies because girls thought that she farted. At least they didn't think it was a fish on her knee.
Under the sea, darling, it's better where it's wetter, take it from me. Wait, that's not what we're watching today, is it? I've only just managed to get up to the 4th episode, and in each episode I've been feeling like I've been having to force myself to continue watching it. It's not that the series is necessarily a bad anime, it's just not really a topic that I really follow in terms of anime. I'm not really into the romancy, lovey-dovey type stuff.
This is a very pretty anime. At times I would almost call it a little bit cutesy, more in the animation style, not so much what it's going for, although at times it does have like cutesy like ideas behind it and whatnot. Overall, it's a pretty good and enjoyable show, but I probably wouldn't watch it that often just because it's not my cup of tea. I don't like things that are 24/7 relationship drama problems. I'm more into actions because I'm a pretty typical anime watcher.
I'm a shark. Thanks for watching Anime Club. Toodles.
No
What do you
comment.
think of that?
I have no comments on that.